Hello, friends. I'm Alexius Varro, and welcome back to our journey towards mastering the art of Stoic living. Today we're exploring Day 83, titled The Soul in a Straitjacket. Together, we'll unravel the complexities of how persistent vices can imprison our souls and how we can break free using Stoic wisdom. Let's anchor our discussion with a powerful quote from Seneca's Moral Letters to Lucilius. I have spoken more than once about the difference between a sickness of the soul and passion. I will just remind you now. Illnesses are old and persistent vices like stinginess or excessive ambition. Once they have taken hold of the soul, they blend closely with it and become its constant evil. In short, an illness is a perverted but persistent judgment. For example, that you must strive with all your might to achieve something that is only worth pursuing without effort. In this quote, Seneca poignantly distinguishes between mere passions and deeper, more debilitating vices. These vices, or illnesses of the soul, are not fleeting desires, but entrenched, harmful judgments that distort our view of the world. Today, we'll dive into how these vices manifest, draw lessons from recent history, and explore how we can cleanse our souls of these harmful habits. One glaring example of a soul illness is the financial catastrophe of the late 2000s. Hundreds of smart, rational people lost trillions of dollars. They understood the system inside out. They had a grasp on how markets should function, and some handled billions, even trillions of dollars in assets. Yet almost all of them fell prey to the chaos of the global market turmoil. How could such intellectual acumen lead to colossal errors? The answer lies in an old vice that Seneca would have warned against: greed. This greed wasn't just a simple desire, it was an entrenched judgment and an inescapable part of their decision-making processes. The thirst for profit led these individuals to create markets governed by inscrutable laws. Greed drove them to make high-risk deals with complicated debt obligations. They failed to call the situation what it truly was: a house of cards poised to collapse at the slightest disturbance. Looking back, it's easy to critique these choices with the clarity of hindsight. However, rather than dwelling on the past, we should focus on what lessons we can glean for our own lives. How often do our judgments become so distorted by our vices that they blend seamlessly into our daily decision-making? What errors in judgment can your own vices provoke, and what illness might you catch? This is where our rational mind, the core of Stoic practice, must step in. The goal is not just to identify these vices, but to actively work on alleviating their impact. Begin by observing your actions and reactions. Are you led by a persistent need for approval? Are you driven by a relentless pursuit of material success, even at the expense of your well-being? Recognizing these patterns is your first step toward liberation. A helpful Stoic exercise is daily reflection. At the end of your day, take a few moments to review your actions and thoughts. Identify instances where a vice may have influenced your decisions. Were you excessively ambitious, leading you to overextend yourself? Did stinginess prevent you from helping someone in need? Awareness of these moments can help you gradually correct your course. Moreover, cultivate virtues that counteract these vices. If you struggle with greed, practice generosity. If you find yourself overly ambitious, focus on humility and balance. Training your mind in this way can slowly shift your judgments, freeing your soul from its self-imposed straitjacket. Friends, our journey towards Stoic wisdom is ongoing, and each step brings us closer to inner freedom. By identifying and addressing the illnesses of our souls, we can cultivate a life of virtue and resilience. Let's embrace this challenge together, and remember, our rational minds are our greatest allies in this quest. Thank you for joining me, Alexius Varro, on another episode of Living with Stoic Resilience. Stay tuned for more insights and practical steps to transform your life. Until next time, keep striving for virtue and maintain your inner calm.